Okay, let's talk about significant figures. So what are significant figures? They are the number of digits in any measured value which we are confident of. Measurement kan la engemo thil sei zong emo thil ri zong emo tepo kan han te a chuta chuan a top lam digits then khat chu kan chian vak lo te po om thea significant figures ero chu khata kan chian chin number ho kha ani for example height lo te taila I height kha 1.7 meters meter khat le point sari le tlem alo ni ta ni khalai tlem kha 2 nge 1 nge ti khai chiang lo ve thei ni ka significant figures chu ani ya I chian chin meter khat le centimeter som thum panga meter khat le centimeter som sari chu ila chiang mai thei meter khat le centimeter som sari le millimeter ingzat ngi a millimeter lai kha ilo chiang to lo thei ni chuta chuan significant figures chu khalaya I chian chin number I chian chin digits I zia chua kha ka significant figures ho chu ni chuan significant figures le tur hian rules chi hrang hrang kan nei a rules follow lutuk lawin all som zongin kan ti dawn ani okay, let's take some more example. Okay, first of all non-zero digits are significant. All non-zero from 1 to 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. These digits are significant. So first here we have 1. So in this number there is one significant figure because we have only one digit. Next we have 55. Here we have two digits, 5 and 5, and both are non-zero, so we have two significant figures. Again, here we have in 41 4 and 1 are not zero, so both of them 4 and 1 will be significant, so there will be two significant figures. And the last one, and of course this is my phone number. Here we have how many? 1, 2, 3, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So in this phone number there are 10 significant figures. So in this example we don't have any zeros, so as mentioned earlier, all non-zero digits are significant. Zero ni lo trim ship number zero ni lo trim to significant ania significant number significant figure chertel vector ni. Let's try some more example. Here in 2009 we have two non-zero digits and two zeros, but these zeros are in between non-zero, that is 2 and 9. If any zeros are in between non-zero, then they will be significant. So here 2009 there will be 1, 2, 3 and 4 significant figures. Zero re hi non-zero in kara an chuan and significant figure here tel tur ni a ba ka chu kan la soile anga decimal ani mo nilawemo kha zero kha non-zero in kara a shim chuan significant figure here tel tur ni. For example 1 point, this is decimal point, 1.0 2 kan lo nei ta ni. Here in this number we have 1, 2 and 3 significant figures. Because this 0 is again, it is after the decimal point, but still it is in between 1 and 2, which are non-zero. So here we have 3 significant figures. So the next one is 100. Here you have to be very careful. In 100 we have 3 digits, 1, 0 and 0. But here only 1 is significant, so there will be only one significant figure. But if this number 100 has a unit, so let's say 100 kilogram, that'll change everything. If it is 100 kilogram, you have to consider these 2 zeros as significant figures. So if it has a unit, any unit, SI or CGS or any kind of unit, you have to consider those zeros. So without unit we have only one significant figures, but if we give this number any unit, the number of significant figures will become 3. 100 ani top khan engma unit ani lem lo 100 ani top khan ma kan soyang khan 100 ani top chuan atop 0 pani hi non zero in kala om talo ni chuwang chuan a significant talo ni chuwang chuan 1 chu ka significant a 1 significant figure kan lo ti ta ni. Ma sek unit anei khan eng unit po lo nei ta se thile dang lam ta ni 100 kg ani chuan ka 0 pani po ka chhiar tel to tur ni. So if it has any unit, you have to consider those zeros even if they are not in between non-zero. So if we give this number a unit, the number of significant figure will become 3. The next one is 2020. Here we have 2 zeros, this one and this one. The first one is in between non-zero, that is 2 and 2. So without any problem we can consider this one as significant figure. But the second zero is not in between non-zeros, so we cannot, so it is not significant. So the total number of significant figure will be 1, 2 and 3, 2, 0 and 2. So there will be 3 significant figures. Again, if we give this number a unit, let's say meter, the last 0 will also become significant. So if it has unit, total number of significant figure will be 4. It's very easy. Now let's take another example. Now we have decimal point, decimal number. In the first one, all these zeros are not in between non-zero, so we cannot consider them. So here the number of significant figure will be 1. This is the last digits only, so there will be only one significant figure. And here in the next one, this 0 is not significant because it is not in between non-zero, but this 0 is significant. Although it is not in between non-zero, it is still after the decimal number of the decimal point, and it is not followed by any non-zero. Like zero masazoki significant lower. Chanchu decimal point nung lama omma se non-zero inkara om lower. Oh ya ta kan kasoi mo ya pakat na kan. Decimal point nung lama zero re hi non-zero in ron chun zom chuan unsignificant lo ni. Chuan non-zero in a chun zom lo chuan unsignificant ani. Like example nung zoka hian. Ilai zero masazoka hi a significant lo ni. Chan chu 1 non-zero in ron chun zoma. Tin significant figure in kara om lo ni. He ta hian 1 tamo number dang te chu lo om le se thu dang dei ni. Ma se chu tiang om lem lo wa. Chuan 0 masazoki non-zero in a chun zoma wa in a significant lo wa. Ma se 0 nung zoki roi chu non-zero in a chun zom tak lo wangin a significant tani. Chuan 1 non-zero chu significant sa a. Chuan helai 0 po a significant boka, so in total there will be 2 significant figures. Now third one. Here we have 50.250. Here in this number we have 2 zeros. Now the first one, it is in between non-zero. It is in between non-zero, so it will be significant. And the second zero, it is after decimal point, and it is not followed by any non-zero, as mentioned earlier. That will be significant. So here in this number, total number of significant figure will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there will be 5 significant figure. And the last one, this one. Here we have again 2 zeros. The first zero, it is after the decimal point, and it is followed by non-zero. But here we have 7, which is non-zero, so that means this 0 is in between 2 non-zero digits. So that kind of digit will be significant. And the last one, the last 0, is not followed by any non-zero, although it is not in between non-zero. It is not followed by any non-zero, which will be significant. So in this number of significant figures will be 1, 2, 3, and 4. So there will be 4 significant figures. So like this, you can write out any number, any number of maybe it could be a phone number, it could be any date. So you can practice at home by yourself. Now let's talk about accuracy. Significant figures kan la tam tak hi apoi mo na chu kan thil measurement accurate lo riat ve thei ni. Meter scale in ite a uluk taka ite chuan meter khat ilo tita a meter khat le centimeter nga le a millimeter khleng khan dik khlapin ite ve thei ni. Ani chuan accurate don ani. Kasi uluk vak lo ite chuan millimeter kha chu lo soi lang to lo ma la meter khat le centimeter som iti chuan adik thuak tho ni danglam nu lutuk om lowa ase thil te tham te mo thil uluk lutuk thila chuan kha ka poi ve thei ni. Chuwang chuan decimal point nung lama i digit da tam dan zir khan i number ka accurate lo theya. Decimal point a digit kha atam po le i number ka accurate ti ni. Ai atang kai vek chung lo thil tam taka chuan ma se thil abik takin thil te thama atang kai ni. Now let's take two example. 1.5 and 1.5. Now let us consider this true number. Of course, the first one will have 1, 2, 3 significant figures. The second one will have only 2 significant figures. So the question is, which one will be more accurate? The first one, 1.50, will be more accurate. Literally in maths, they are the same number, 1.5 and 1.5, but the first one has more significant figure, so it will be more accurate. Significant figure ang inkanzir boka, significant figure ang kansoy tayla. Pakat na insignificant figure pathum na ya, pani na insignificant figure pani na ya 1.5 even ni. 1.5 point ni na daga chun me cha 1.50 point it ya. Kasi 1.5 in kanzik miu ni. Chuan amasa so kara 1.50 kerin kanzik ni. Chuan significant figure along up ta jok bukani. So tini chuan amasa jok hi accurate jok kanti theita ni. Eta po hian example itu dui la thaya chuan chuti amang chuan in lama po I practice thei don ani tahin tang tile chin tailan. Let's take another example. Let's say we have R as rupees 5 and rupees 5.00. Now again, which one will be more accurate? Here the first one, in the first number we have only one significant figure, and the second one we have how many? 1, 2 and 3. These two zeros are after decimal point, but they are not followed by any non-zero. Although they are not in between non-zero, they are not followed by any non-zero, so they'll be significant. So in the second one, we have 3 significant figure. The first one we have only 1 significant figure. So the second one will be more accurate than the first one, because the second one has more significant figures compared to the first one. So like that, you can practice at home. Now let's go back to the first one, the first page. Hilaya hian decimal number po omlowa, 0 po omlowa, wholesome mani. Heti ang number hi chuan unit po lo se, unit po omlo se adang lam chuang lo ni, engma adang lam chuang lo ni. Second page sa ero chuan 0 ka kampoy na ni tani. Hilay chuan 0 ka non-zero in ron chun zum lo chuan insignificant lo ta phota ni. Ma se non-zero in chun zum lo ma se unit ka number kan unit anei chuan a significant le da thau bok ni. Chuan lai page ai chuan decimal number ho kan nei ve thung ta ni. 0 ho kha non-zero in kar an omlo chuan claim in a boy thang deuh ta ni. Chuta chuan decimal number an nia, decimal point nung lama oman nia, kha 0 kha non-zero in ron chun zum ni chuan 0 ho kha a significant lo ni. Any zeros which are followed by non-zero digits are not significant, but if that 0 is not followed by, Here we are talking about the zeros after decimal point. If the zeros are not followed by non-zero, then those zeros will be significant, like here in the second one and the third one, and here also. Now we have one more thing. In physics, we usually express numbers like this. Instead of writing like this, 2000, we will use a scientific notation. 2000 is nothing but 2 into 1000. So we can write in scientific notation, this will be 2 into 10 to the power 3. Now, if you see any number represented in scientific notation, do not consider this part as significant. You have to consider only this part. Here also, 2 into 10 to the power 3, only 2 is significant, whether it has unit or not. Whether it has unit or not, do not consider this part. Consider only the first part of the number. Let's take more example. Let's say we have 40 into 10 to the power minus 3. Let's give unit, meters. Here it has a unit, so only these two will be significant. Do not consider this one, the multiplier. So if we consider only this, the first part, 4 and 0 will be significant. Here in this kind of number, it doesn't matter whether the number has unit or not. Even without the unit, the number of significant figure will still be 2. So in this kind of scientific notation, we have to consider only the first part of the number, not the multiplier. So I hope you understand. And if you have any problem or any doubt, please contact me. As mentioned earlier, my phone number is here. This is my phone number, 98627 51519. Thank you.